Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Racha, Kodash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone and the men on down around the four corners of the earth pushing this truth in sincerity, the likewise doctrine. I want to shalom to the hopeful elect, men and women all over the earth. This lesson's a real quick one. It's going to be on one of my favorite verses, a couple of my favorite verses. I'm going to get right into it. Wisdom chapter 5, we're going to go through 1 through 7. It's going to be about the salvation of the elect of Israel, all right, and specifically the strangeness, as the scriptures say, of our salvation, okay, and how the 2/3 of the Israelites that are going to be destroyed along with the heathens, it can be even your own people of your own household, right, who didn't believe the truth, okay? How they're going to see the hopeful elect, the righteous get saved in the end, all right? Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, start at verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. All right, so these righteous men are going to be standing with great confidence and bold, and in front of the people who put him down, made fun of him, laughed at him, right? Said he was wrong, said he was wicked, he was a fool, he was a clown. Specifically, I'm talking about the men pushing the truth, the men on the highways and the byways, right? Verse 2, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they looked for, right? They're going to be like, well, how is this guy being saved? He was preaching all his hate, all his madness, preaching about a name, Yahawah and Yahawashi. How is he being saved? And not me. I pushed Jesus. I fed the hungry, right? I housed the poor. Why am I not getting saved? Verse 3. And they, repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit, shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision, and a proverb of reproach. Verse 4. We fools accounted his life for madness, and his end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of God? And his lot is among the saints. Therefore have we erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness hath not shined unto us, and the sun of righteousness rose not upon us. Verse 7, we wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Yeah, we have gone through deserts, where there lay no way. But as for the way of the Lord, we have not known it. Yes, you're right, you have not known it. The elect men of Israel have known it. All right? And just to put a cherry on top for that one, we're going to go to a different version. Okay. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1 through 7, and we're going to go through with the GNT, the Good News Translation. Now, it's important you do, not important, but it is a tool to be able to go from different versions of the scriptures and break down some verses, because sometimes people can't understand the language of that Old English, specifically in the King James 1611 version. But you have to be careful. You have to do your due diligence to study, go back and forth between the two to make sure that there are no discrepancies, okay? Because a lot of times these other versions, they leave out portions of the scriptures, or they might water it down, or just flat out deny it and put a lie in its place. All right. So Wisdom chapter 5, verses 1 through 7 again. On that day, someone righteous, full of confidence, will stand before those who oppressed him and made light of his labors. They will be amazed to see him safe and will tremble with fear. Then they will regret what they did, and groaning in anguish, they will say to each other, this is the one we made fun of? We thought he was a joke. What fools we were. We thought he was crazy to live the way he did. And when he died, we didn't honor him. And now, here he is, one of God's own children, with a place of his own among God's people. We were the ones who wandered off the road. We never lived in the light of righteousness. We never caught the first glimmer of its light. So you wicked two-thirds and you heathens that want to go out there and make fun of the prophets on the highways and byways, doing as they're commanded to teach his people, right? Being fishers of men, specifically for the hopeful elect. Because at the end of the day, this is not for everybody. The men are out there prophesying and teaching for one purpose and one purpose alone, not to wake up Israel. It's to wake up the elect of Israel. Get into the scriptures. 1/3 of Israel, including the 144,000 elect men, are going to be saved. All right, 2/3 of you Israelites are going to die on this end and be reincarnated back in the kingdom of heaven. Lesson for another day. Shalom. Salakia. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakah HaKodash. Shalom.